The news of Boeing 737 MAX is causing the price of Boeing stock to sell off, and I don't intend to buy into this dip. Stock has come down quite a bit, but I'm still not buying it because I think there needs to be some investigation done first. It's gonna probably cost Boeing money. Other countries have already started grounding the flight, which is kind of a really big deal. Even Trump was tweeting about it, and you know, our president's making a statement about that just by tweeting, and that's kind of a big deal. These are all things that can affect the price of the stock.
I just want all of the money. Do you know what stands at 36 airlines that have grounded the plane? That amounts to about 64% of the global fleet. And in terms of either countries or regions, we're not going to list them all because it's too long of a list.
The amount of planes in circulation, it's 350. With 350 planes in circulation, 2 of them crashing. So, I mean, the whole situation just sucks, but I kind of want to go over the numbers so you guys kind of get a view of why, even though Boeing stock has dropped tremendously, I'm still not going to be buying it. So right now we're going to get into some of the major numbers with Boeing. One of the reasons this is important to do is to really assess what your risks are ultimately when you're buying the stock at this level. If you look as far back as March 1st, it was $444. So 71 points off a $446 price point means it's pretty much sold off 16%. So people who bought it at $446 are kind of getting their face torn off right now. Now it has a current market cap of $212 billion. So I mean, essentially investors lost $30 billion worth of value on this stock. A lot of their other numbers, price to earnings ratio, it's a little bit higher than the S&P at 21. It's got a dividend. Anyway, there's a reason I'm talking about this. Look at the purchase order of the 737 MAX plane. There's more than 4,000 that are going to be delivered over the course of these upcoming years. The price that plane is selling for is about $120 million a plane. So let's do some basic math. $120 million a plane, more than 4,000 planes are going to be sold in the upcoming years. Basically $500 billion worth of revenue directly associated with this plane. So what is the problem with all this? Several countries right now have actually grounded the plane altogether until there's some idea of what happened. Maybe it was user error, maybe it was Boeing error, maybe it was some other type of issue. But they've grounded this plane and this plane is essentially not able to fly. But Boeing is going to be ultimately affected. And why is that? An airline might decide not to fulfill its purchase order with Boeing, ultimately resulting in Boeing not getting that revenue that it once was seeking to get. Perhaps it might lower the price of the plane or something along those lines, but ultimately its reputation is kind of jeopardized. So you don't know anymore if Boeing is actually going to get all 4,000 of those planes offloaded. They have a revenue of about 101 billion. They have a cost of revenue of 81 billion. So whatever happens with those planes, they've spent 81 billion, but there might not be the same interest to buy those planes. So it's possible that they might not be able to make money, or they might actually end up losing money because of the disinterest in buying, people exiting their purchase orders, people not renewing estimated purchase orders for the future. So there's a lot of little things like that that make it a little dangerous for me to step in here and buy this dip. So as you guys know, I'm a financial channel. I trade stocks, I buy stocks when I find opportunities. The stock has come down more than $50 in the last 2 days, and I just don't really see an opportunity here. This company had now 2 failures since October 2018. 2 major plane crashes, one for an Indonesian airline, and this time it's for an Ethiopian airline. To me, it's a really big deal. This last crash was, I think, a little over 150 passengers that all lost their lives. Now, I don't really think I'm blowing this out of proportion here. A lot of times people ask me in the stock market, hey, when's a good time to buy this stock? I get private messages like that all the time. And I go out of my way not to give people advice. My usual advice is buy the stock if you feel like this is in your favor. I try to be as not specific as I can, because quite frankly, stocks could go up for a multitude of reasons that we don't know. And stocks could go down for a multitude of reasons. If you love Boeing stock and you feel like this is the time to get in on Boeing, then you do what you gotta do, all right? I'm just gonna stay out of it. Maybe I'm too much of a scaredy cat. Let's see.